birthday yet?
No.
Not yet.
I'm looking forward to that because you got the paper chains and everything up, the tree, yeah, lights.
It's not bloody Christmas. It's only your birthday. He wants to go with the lights and everything.
Like, yeah, don't like them.
Is he back yet?
He said about 4 o'clock today.
About
He'll
4.
be back, 4 or 5.
He suffers with a sinus.
He's been knocking at my door, you know. Have you got any milk?
You will do.
Oh, yeah. He did last time, didn't he?
Charge him?
What? I said no. He said no. Give me £1.
No, that's all
I
right.
only gave him a cupful as well. Did well out of that. No, I gave him an extra one. Can we go through some milk, Smain?
You
One
do.
is
Oh.
apparently, yeah.
How much do you use a day? 3 months? Quite a drop.
You do about over 2 pints a day, don't you? 2 to 3 pints.
All day long we drink it, man.
Well, Richard and I mean, you know the blue thing you have to put out with all your empty plastic milk carts. It's nearly full up with them. The amount of
Do you think then
milk during the week.
apart from like back onto Richard?
Yes,
Now he's smiling a lot today.
he is.
No.
I've noticed that.
Do you think it's because you got a beard?
Oh, it looks good, isn't it?
Yeah, but you think that when he takes the beard off,
Yeah.
which he will do in the next couple of days,
Well, yeah, he's young. You go through trends, don't you?
Oh, I like him shit.
Well, he does what's
yeah, he
that's
smiles.
what's
He doesn't smile with it off,
Oh, I had
He doesn't say he smiles more with the beard on
with the beard on.
than he does with it off, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go through.
I hope it goes.
I had that moustache scheme for,
Yeah,
12 years?
It's only that I like him clean
It
shit.
makes
Yeah,
him
well,
look.
you-
What it does, it makes him look older than what he is.
Yeah. I look so young normally.
He looks young, you see, but
Yeah, I like it both really.
yeah, but he's better with it off. Get it off.
Ah,
And he's
poor
handsome.
Rich.
He's a handsome boy, then.
Yeah, you get on some. Get that.
So anyway, I wanted to know about some of those stories. We haven't got the stories down on film. When you were up on the scaffolding, Titch, the phone for you. Rich, get us down.
Oh, it's cock. He was touching a bit of a time sometimes, but it's all right. Like nice lad. He's only a little chap. Oh, it's what a high scaffolding. It's inside of this building. We had to go right to the top. Scaffolding was right to the top. And they'd always, when I got sack in the end, didn't I?
Of course you would do, wouldn't
And
you?
then he said to me, in a nice way, he said, you've got to go, Dick. He said, I'm getting no work done.
Well, exactly.
So he said, so the phone went, I'm here, there. Yeah, it's jumped down below. I got out of it. I said, are you there, Ted? He said, I'm here, Dick. He said, I said, phone down below. He said, are you sure? I said, yeah. I said, go on, you'll have to go down. So I could see him all the way down the scaffolding. There's a ladder that way, all the way down to the bottom. And I watched him go up to this chap. Dropping. Up he comes to the top. Right up there. He said, one for me, Dick. I said, oh, that's funny. I did not got a phone. Never mind. I'll give it about 5 minutes. He jumped up below again. Yeah. You heard it that time. I said, it's definitely for you. You better go down because I said it could be important. Down he goes. So the boys are saying, you're rock. So all the way to the bottom.
He didn't twig.
No, I could get him. Now what about Bert, the plumber?
Oh.
Now I went around to his job, and he was doing this job, and so I said, you know, this job has got to be upped up. I said, Bert, I said, we've got to get this job out at a certain time.
Right.
So I will not tell you what he said to me. The air was blue. So I said, I was standing by this. He did some plumbing.
Right.
So I said to him, there's a leak or something down there. He said, what? I said, you've got a leak down there? So he said, what are you talking about? Come down with me, I said. We'll go down our hands and he's down and sit through the tent. That was another one I did. Oh, my hand. So Bert's at the side of me.
Right.
And he's got his head down with his pipe, and all I did was. You're right, he said. I'll have to find where that's. I'll have to find out where that counter had gone. I said, I'll see you tomorrow. Ouch. Oh, dear.
Poor old Bert.
In the
See, what did he say to you the next day?
Bert, oh, here he comes, they said, get out of his way. Oh, he get laying in the
I
end.
missed it. I was listening to what was it about Bert's head again?
Bert was a plumber.
Yeah.
And Bob said, you've got to get your work out. There's a leak there, Bert. I can smell something. So he's got down by the side of Bert. There's a leak there. And he's making noise, Grandad. You're right, Dick.
I went,
I'll have to find that.
I was gone then.
And the Pop's left him to it.
I left him to it.
He must have been hours searching for the leak.
He said,
What a meanie, mate.
Bert was in charge of this job. Now Len, he said, hey, I got nothing at the moment. He said, would you go up and help the boys out? He said, they got to get this job out. So I got up to this job, but I hardly did anything. I was just starting to do something, and the phone rang. So Bert answered the phone, and Len wants me, you see. He said, could do it. Bert said, it's for you, Dick. So I said, I don't come along. I got it up the phone, and Len said to me, he said, you have to leave there. He said, I got a paper hanging job for you. I've got to get it out. So I said, what's the address? I'll put it all down. So he said, all right. He said, I said, right, I'll leave it. And I put the phone down and I'm coming away. Bert know what Bert's like. He said, well, what did he want you for? So I said, the job isn't going good enough. He was in charge of it, you see.
Yeah.
Bert, straight away Bert would take it, you see. He said that there's got to be an improvement, otherwise I'll have to take over myself. And Bert, I said, because it's not on. I said, you're taking too long with this job. I said, you're supposed to be in charge, aren't you? He said, I am in charge. I said, well, Len got me on. Next day Len got me, and he said, it's got to stop, Dick. He said, it's got to stop. He said, he did nothing, he had to sit down all day after that. He wouldn't do a thing, Bert. So I thought, it'll come one day. It'll come one day, Bob. You'll get one day. So I was walking towards the shop where we had everything all the time.
Yeah.
And Len said, and I thought, well, what do you think? I said, yeah. He said, you'll have to go. He said, I'll have to put you up. He said, I'm getting no bloody work done with these men.
What was the one where you said Brighton, but they won't pay our fares?
Oh, that was Sid.
That was Sid, was it?
Yeah, I was working with Sid. He lived full of money, Everton's a nice chap, man, Sid. And I started to work with him. He said, all right, Bert. I said, I've just come along. I said, Len, I sent me along to give you a hand on the job. Oh, he said, that's lovely. I said, what are you doing? He said, well, I'm painting this, and then I've got to do that, I've got to do that. So I'm working away. So I did it, about the Brighton job. No, he was a strong union. He was so union.
Yes.
100%, 150% union, man. So I said, about the Brighton job? So he said, no. I said, oh. I said, what is that? Oh, that's all I had to say. Len will tell you. He said, no, you tell me. What's it all about? Come on, I want to know. I said, well, this job is coming up at Brighton. I said, but we're not getting any fares. He said, you can't do that. I said, well, all I know is that we've got to go down and we've got to pay our own fares to get there, but I can't do any more than that. But don't say That's it, but leave it at that. He's hardly doing any work now, you see. So I'm behind the next day, the morning, in comes Sid, and Len was in the road, and he went straight up to him. I got behind it, like this, and I could just see him, and he got to Len, and Len didn't know what he's talking about. He said, "What Brighton job?" "What Brighton job?" he says. He said, "We've got no work at Brighton." That was it.
What about the one where you would do the wages?
Oh, that was Bird again.
That was Burn again.
Yeah, I used to take him out his money. And this chap that worked there, he was the electrician. He was the boss. He had his men all over the place. And he was in with me, you see. So I got the wages. I forget how much the wages were then. But anyway, I said, "Let me have a tenner or whatever it was." And I slipped, as soon as it finished, I'll slip it down. "I'll give it back to you," I said. So they're all counting, just for argument's sake. Say it was £10 at the end of the week, whatever it was. And I would go, Bird looking over the top of me. So I've got my weight, and I've got to make sure you can see the pound notes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wendy, how come you've got more money than us off this job? Berta says, "What Len and I have got in common, it's got nothing to do with you." I said, "It wasn't it?" He said, "Hasn't it?"
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, poor Len, he passed on in the end now. He said, "Yeah, the boy said, you're half the cause of that." Oh, you have to get him. Here he comes. He said, scatter. He said, "Get on your jobs quick." Oh, dear. But they used to put themselves, they'd always come up with something like, "Oh, that's a good, I'll follow that one up." You see. Yeah. How's things going? I said, "Well, I said, you heard about the Brighton job. I mean, I got him."
yeah.
Well, like, yeah, lovely that one. And the other one was, worked for us, came over and did a job for me. Jim, little chap, yeah. Then you got a new boy in, and he sent him along with Jim. So I'm in the cafe, having a cup of tea with Jim and the sound. So I said, "The new boy," I said, "You started. Let's put him up on you."
So, obviously, when he got his drums, it must have been a bit tight then.
Well, we would grow that. Fly and Amy had moved out.
They'd moved out by then. Because they were a lot older than you then.
The man upstairs complained about the drums. Dad fought him, didn't he, in the buildings. Terrible.
There we are, you see. I was thinking about Peabody. They had boiler rooms here, I remember. You know, I remember the baths, because you used to take me to the baths. It was, you know, there was a lot going on there, really.
When you were having a bath,
Yeah.
everybody was outside the flat.
Yeah, no.
There was a
I
row of
remember,
flats.
yeah.
And you'd be in the
Round the
bath
corner,
and you felt it was a bit not all that warm. But the porter was always there at the end. And he shoved up, and I said I was in cubicle 5.
Yeah.
And I showed, "Bit more warm inside, please." Warm water would come through. "That's enough. No more."
So you used to govern how much hot water you got then?
Because so but you get it. But a little cold, please, in 5. Yeah.
Wow.
And because he would get it, so the water was right.
We had no hot water, but we had to go.
No, I was telling Rich the other
We
day.
had to go around and get
You
a
know,
bucket full of hot water.
That's right, yeah. So you had to do your washing up in cold water. Unless you went and got some
Boil the kettle.
What? Boil a kettle.
Yeah, there was the days.
I remember you bathing me in the sink at 25 the square.
Yeah, you broke your sink, didn't
I
you?
remember hitching my knees on the tap. I must have been
Yeah,
about 3, I suppose.
yeah.
Remember that?
Now when Vi, you were there, but I don't know if you remember, Vi and Edgar, when they were in Cama, and you had to go to the length of the garden, and the toilet was right at the end of the garden.
I don't know, I don't remember that.
Because if you got up at night, and you wanted to go to the toilet, you had to get out, walk to the end
I
of the
think we had
garden.
a potty under the bed.
Yeah, but that's all. If you wanted to go to the
sit
toilet,
there,
you had to go right down there.
God.
And it's a general thing. There was on there yesterday, or the day before, and this chap was surveying, and it said that, there you are, he said you'd come out into the garden, there would be the toilet. And then he showed the hole, and he used to come through there, and into the ground, like sort of thing.
Yeah.
And because he said you've got some of the little, he was making it, trying to make it a bit more,
Yeah.
not too serious. And the little boys would come around and block the hole up from the outside, you see.
Oh no.
He was on that side talking about it, because it was terrible. Children out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they find out what it was, they pull it.
Thinking about that, and because you're a bit light, Erwin, aren't you? Does Pops know about
Yes.
that he's gone?
Oh yes, oh yeah.
When Pops was a young boy, Rich, he used to go where the quarries are, on the stones, on hot weather. You'd have the adders, because you know there's poisonous snakes in Wales, don't you?
Yeah.
Right. They'd be there basking in the sun, obviously, in the wall. And,
Well, you see them building.
and then Pops used to chase them, and they go down the hole, right? And he'd stick his arm in, trying to catch it by the tail.
And the weasel and stoats. They kick your
And take your blooming finger off.
Yeah, but if a stoat or weasel went in under the rock, I'd go.
No wonder you went to mine disposal, Pops. You know, it was there. It was there from the beginning. I mean, who else would shove their arm down the hole to try and catch a poisonous snake by the tail?
What about the rat?
The rat. What was that then? Well, at Hillingdon.
Well, there was one in the army,
Oh, what? Yeah.
and he was big. So the boy said, there's a big ground, like a big yard. And they said, we'll get a cage for him. Catch him in the cage. Put some cheese or something in there. So they put this cage in the yard. And we waited, and I don't know if it was the next day or whatever, he was in there. But the catch comes down, he's in there.
Right.
So we went up to, we were looking at him, and he's squealing. He's showing his teeth, his rat. So I said, but tell me boys around there. So I said, I got a big broom. So I said, I'll sort him out. I said, because you can't have rats around there. They're gone.
I don't blame him.
Every one of them are gone. So I opened it, out he comes.
Don't tell me if it's miserable.
It is miserable.
And he couldn't go anywhere, you see, because of this building. So I got him in the corner.
Don't
Screaming
tell
at me.
me.
So I won't
I
tell you
thought you was
anymore.
an animal lover.
Yes.
I couldn't hear him, but if he come up, he'd have
Yeah, the dangerous rat.
He was a big one, being.
It
Oh,
was a nice one.
nice. Oh, well, the other time, there was one in our back. No, he got in the compost, hadn't he?
At Hillingdon. Didn't you have one here, did you?
Play on the bird, climb up the bird and have
Yeah,
the
but this
bird's
one
food.
got into
Really?
he got into the compost, and he got his head through the hole, and he couldn't move.
Oh, they're stuck.
Got stuck. And Byron was barking like anything. So I said, what's he barking? I thought, when the pole was there.
Yeah.
Suppose he says he's got his rat down there. So, poor, brave boy.
Yeah.
So he's got his head through this rat, and suppose leave it
the same. In your grandfather's day,
Yes.
Saturday night, you go round to the pub which has the best fights outside to watch after the Indian pops. There's always a punch-up.
What?
But it was marked as a Queensbury, it wasn't...
Oh, well, I mean, anywhere, you mean?
Yeah, on a Saturday night, you could always be sure that there would be like...
Well, London was terrible.
Worse than Wales?
Oh, wouldn't it be? But there was always fights. Always
I
fights.
mean, what was it like in Wales?
Oh, a few fights.
You had a few fights still.
And the women used to fight in the street, didn't they, Dick? Some of them?
Oh, yes. In Norway, the women used to roll their sleeves up, take the men on.
You joke? I bet they give them a good eye, didn't they? Some of them. Yeah.
They used to take them on, yeah? Oh, crap.
Tough nuts.
Oh, they were hard.
Yeah.
The old days,
Hard.
the old people in the old days.
So, you don't see it these days. Well, I suppose you do see the booth fights at the fun fairs.
You don't see them now.
You don't see that anymore.
No.
There's not many fun fairs about.
There's not
That's the point. All the circuses seem to have
Three
disappeared now.
3 rounds you go
They,
for.
they ran
See if you
out
can
of
stay with the chap for 3 rounds.
And you get a few quid if you could.
Yeah.
they ran out of space. You see all the building.
The Olympia, I used to love the Olympia every year, going to see the circus there. And
They used to hold them fighting in Kama.
you come on, yeah?
Yeah, and a couple of the chaps from Abercrombie, they were professionals. They went, and they come in and anybody wants to
Where did Tommy Farr come from then?
Tronapandi.
Where's that?
Up
Mid Wales?
the valley.
Yeah, did you know he was Welsh? Really?
I knew he was Welsh. I didn't know whereabouts in Wales he came from.
Up the valleys.
When you think of him taking Joe Louis, Max Baer, and
Took them all on.
everybody, tough boy.
Oh yeah, he was on. He was on.
I don't think any of them knocked him out.
If only he'd had that
You feel about
killer punch.
yeah. Do you think how do you think he would have done against Rocky Marciano, Pops?
Rocky.
If he'd have fought Rocky Marciano, Tommy Farr.
Yeah, well, you could, with Rocky Marciano, I mean, if he's got somebody that wasn't a hard puncher, I don't mean Ali, I don't mean people like him because he was exceptional, but I mean, he'd go through the punches, you see.
Oh.
But Farr was, he could hurt you, man, he could hurt you. He could
Yeah.
hurt, Tommy, oh yeah.
But
And
he didn't.
He could take the dip. Julius was cutting him square on.
He said, he said he could really. He said Max Baer. He said he shook you to
Took him right down.
right down his spine.
I know,
When
right?
He must have been an awesome puncher then, Max Baer.
Tough boy.
Because he never used to train.
He clowned a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he just wanted to womanise and be a playboy and everything. If he'd have really taken it seriously,
Yeah.
well, I don't think Braddock would have beaten him if he'd been serious about it. He didn't train for the Braddock fight.
I don't remember that one. I remember it, but I can't visualise what it was like now. What happened to that one?
Braddock won, beat him for the World Championship,
Beat
didn't he?
him. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake, Pat. I thought
He used to be right up on
he
it.
did use that.
Oh, I was beating him.
He's got the memory.
There's too many things on my mind.
Too many
these days,
things.
Yeah. I've got to think about the garden.
Of course you have.
It's all got to be done, you see, Ray.
Because well, Groucho will be round. He's back today.
Oh,
He's been round to see. He puts his order in with you every year of what. I'll have a bit of that.
you got but it's. I should say to him when he comes,
Yes.
I don't like him with shrouds, but you know they.
Exactly.
You never don't appreciate it.
That's it.
Yes, I shall say to him when I see him.
I would.
I said because you remind me of the film with Ronald Coleman.
Ronald Coleman.
Yes.
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La. That's
And
the
he
one.
said to Ronald Coleman, in the
Yes.
film, don't go out over the borderline.
Right.
Otherwise, you'll finish up an old man. Well, Groucho hasn't finished up an old man.
No, but he's close.
He's very close to it.
He is.
Yes.